Welcome everybody, I'm back. Had a little delay due to the Hurricane Florence coming in on the East Coast, and work schedule was crazy last week, and a lot of hindering of doing a podcast. But I'm back this week. I got a couple things. No predictions yet, but that may come tomorrow. First off, a lot of people are up in arms that Maroon 5 got selected to play at the Super Bowl. Number one, I don't care who plays at the Super Bowl. I mean, there's nobody that's better than somebody else, in my opinion. I don't watch the Super Bowl for commercials or halftime entertainment or who's singing the Star Spangled Banner. And one guy said, I can't believe they picked Maroon 5 to sing at halftime. And I said, well, who would you rather have? And immediately he said, I don't know. Then why is it an issue? Unless you just adamant that you want to hear Darius Rucker or Luke Bryan or, hell, I don't know, Justin Timberlake. Unless that's something you really want, who gives a shit who sings at the halftime of the Super Bowl? It's a moot point for 92% of the people who want to watch a football game. So, I hear I've seen it all over Twitter and social media. Nobody cares. I guess they could have went and found some rappers from downtown underground Atlanta, and that'd have been a greater show for somebody, but I really don't care. Just give me the Patriots and Eagles rematch and I'll be happy. Secondly, sticking with the NFL, the overabundance of unsportsmanlike roughing the passer, personal foul calls is kind of diluting what the NFL was, and I get it. Helmet to helmet with intentions of headhunting, I get that's a flag. Intentionally going for a knee, maybe, that's a flag. But you got to look, man. You got guys 250 pounds or bigger fighting another 250 pound or bigger guy trying to get through, whose sole goal is to hit the quarterback. And as soon as he lets the ball go, I mean, you can't just stop. And I get it. You can't pick him up and body slam him and drive him into the ground. But the Clay Matthews call, come on, man. I mean, you're almost taking and putting one hand behind the back of the defense. You already caught every bit of contact pass interference to where it's expected on any deep ball. And now you can't rush the passer. I mean, what if he pump fakes there and you let up? And then he gets away with a 20-yard scramble. I mean, you're almost handcuffing the defense more and more every year. Now, so much so that the wide receivers, every time they get hit, a hard hit, they lay down like they play in FIFA, like they're soccer players. And it's watering down the game, and it's a bad look. And I understand safety for everybody, and one of my buddies made a point of, you got to protect the quarterbacks, because without good quarterback play, the NFL's garbage. And I agree with that. But let's be a little more objective. Is it part of the playing the football, or was it intentionally trying to hurt somebody? That right there took a win away from Green Bay, and that could be a big win. Going down the stretch, that tie, it should have been a loss. That's another subject we could talk about, is how bad kicking is in the league. But that could have easily been a loss, and that might be the game that keeps the Packers, in or out of the playoffs, and maybe home field as well. So hopefully they straighten that up. PGA tournament ends this week, the FedEx Cup, and I love the majors and high competitive golf. The top 30 golfers play this week in Atlanta, and this will be the final for the $10 million FedEx Cup. But it's such bad timing, and I don't really know what they could do about it. But Sunday will be the final, at 4, 5, 6 o'clock. They'll be coming down the back nine with the FedEx Cup on the line, most likely, and I just can't watch it. I can't watch it while, there's NFL on. There'll be 2 or 3 games on, most likely West Coast. And even if it's bad football, I'd rather watch bad football than golf. I mean, I don't know what they could do about it. Maybe finish it on a Monday. I guess viewership wouldn't be as good either because everybody be at work. But, you kind of, I'll have my eye on it for sure because I'm interested to see who wins. But you can't watch both. You got NASCAR on one side, which, that's a small percentage. Then you got, NFL, which is a great percentage, and a great product, which is the PGA, pretty much the championship of the year. But, there's a conflict of interest, especially with guys who just really like sports. So, and also you got, baseball coming down the stretch for the last few games. So, weird timing, but I guess there's nothing you can do. Looking forward to see if Bryson DeChambeau can hang on, or guys like Justin Thomas or Justin Rose or, Rory McIlroy can jump up there. Even Tiger Woods. A lot of people think Tiger Woods might win this tournament. It's going to be interesting. It's just going to be tough to watch. Lastly, PEDs. We did an interview the other night on our show and with the Panthers, Jim Zoki, and he was referencing getting Thomas Davis back from suspension. And in the NFL, we treat a 4-game suspension for PEDs just like if somebody was late for practice, like it's no big deal, like there's a sickness or an illness. And I don't get it. It's weird because like Bonds, McGuire, Sosa, pretty much banned, Palmeiro, Clemens, banned from the Hall of Fame in baseball and got a black mark by their name. But football is PEDs and it's no big deal. I don't really understand how the stigma, they're cheating. They're bigger, faster, stronger, they're cheating. Which, I don't have a problem with them taking whatever they want, but if it's against the rules and it's not fair for Luke Kuechly or, any of these other guys, Clay Matthews, to use, but Thomas Davis does, and it's no big deal. Oh, he's out for 4 games. He'll be back in October, and we're good to go. There's no stigma attached to it, and that's interesting to me where it is in all the other sports. Josh Gordon misses, a year and a half or something for marijuana, and Thomas Davis misses 4 games for PEDs, steroids, HGH, whatever it is, and it's no big deal. It's just weird to me. It's weird to me that there's no stigma, on cheating, as much as it is with Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, and Sammy Sosa. Weird. I'll leave you with this. I'm predicting Cleveland to win tonight, get their first win in a couple seasons under Hugh Jackson. They'll beat the Jets 27-20, and it'll be the turning of the page for the Cleveland Browns, who should have actually won at least one of these games and possibly 2 in the last 2 weeks. But their defense will turn the ball over, on Sam Darnold and Tyrod Taylor and Carlos Hyde. Those guys will do enough on offense to win the football game. So give me the Browns -3. Lock it up. Talk to y'all later.